Theory of relativity. Folks, this is not hard. This is easy. You're making it harder than it needs to be because you're thinking too much. And anyone will tell you that thinking is the enemy of knowledge. Well, let's just go through it. Have fun, huh? E equals mc squared, right? E, what does that equal? Eggs, naturally. And MC stands for either MC Hammer or Motor City, as in Detroit. We're not really sure. Physics is not an exact science. It's the first thing you learn. And this little 2 up here, that just means twice. Twice is nice. Twice as much fudge when you pull it off the stove. And you know what's in fudge? Eggs. I know what you're saying. You don't know any recipe for fudge that contains eggs, but that's the great thing about the theory of relativity is it's thinking outside the box of envelopes. And you just got to press delete on everything you thought you knew about nothing. And the first thing you type in after that is that there are eggs in fudge now. Okay? Right? Let's try a different tack because this doesn't seem to be working too well. You're on a train. It's a fast train. It's going 8,000 miles per hour. Okay? And it's a Japanese train. And there's a stove on the train. There's stoves on Japanese trains. Go look it up. Just trust me on this. And you're sitting on this stove on the Japanese train, and there's fudge on the stove in a little pot, and along comes a pretty girl, and you say to her, "Hey, come sit with me on this stove." And she says, "Okay, because, you know, this is my theory, and that's the way things work in my world." Okay, so this pretty girl comes and sits with you on the stove, and then one thing leads to another, and you say to her, "You know, hey, do you want to maybe eat some fudge with me?" And she says, "Yes, please." And so you take a spoonful of the bubbling brown fudge and you stick it in her mouth. And the first thing she says is there eggs in this fudge, you maniac?" And at that point, the train smashes into another train and all matter is vaporized. And my question to you then is, how long does it take for you to get back to Detroit?